morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this YouTube video, just enjoy this amazing pool over here. Father-in-law, yes, I'm a lucky bastard. Even more lucky because check this barbecue he made yesterday for us, and there's a beautiful new outdoor kitchen over there. Today, TA talking about Bitcoin, talking about a little bit about the trip we did yesterday, 8-hour trip with a taxi drive. Also talking a little bit about, I don't know what yet. He has two huge dogs. Teddy is a small dog. They are getting used to each other, but look, I always tell you Teddy is gay, but these dogs are a little bit too big for him. So that's a little bit funny story. Look, that's Teddy there. Like, check how they play. They are still getting used to each other. Teddy feels a little bit like, uh-oh, too big. But Teddy is really quick and fast. Oman is a little bit worried. Maybe they eat Teddy. He will eat Teddy. Guys, let's quickly jump into the charts, and then I will tell a little bit story about yesterday, the drive and all that stuff while I walk through the garden. The first chart, of course, is a 4-hour chart. I have 5 amazing charts that you really need to see because it's beautiful to see that everything I've been talking about the last couple of months, weeks, years is perfectly planning out. Now, here is the first chart. Bam. This is the 4-hour chart, guys. On this 4-hour chart, you can see Bitcoin pumping again beautifully to that resistance there of 29,200 US dollar. That is that huge area there of volume that you can see. If we break that, then you can see that the next huge area of volume is around 31K. This is also when you see, if you zoom out to the daily chart, you can see beautifully what I drew on yesterday's or the day before, or 2 days ago, the video, that yellow line. Yes, we bounced from that beautiful 50 daily moving average, that green line. We, of course, had that golden cross already a long time ago. Of course, I told you about that. Always that golden cross will push Bitcoin up. Since that golden cross, Bitcoin pushed up tremendously. And now I expect Bitcoin to go and hunt for that dotted white line. And that dotted white line is around 32K, which, of course, is in the next resistance level for Bitcoin to break. And that is also what we see on the weekly chart now. On the weekly chart, we can see that that beautiful wick there is becoming a long wick. If we will be able to close this week in a couple of days above 29,250 US dollar, it will even be a green wick and a green candle with a long wick to the downside and a small body on the top side. This is mostly another push to the upside. And that push to the upside would be, again, exactly to the level of that orange line I told you guys over there. That is around 32,250, and after that maybe even to 35,500 US dollar. Beautiful chart again on the weekly as well. Now we get into one more interesting charts over here. The Bitcoin stock to flow model, of course. April was closed at 29,250. Beautiful. We can see darkish green to a little bit lighter green. This will go into light blue, dark blue, red, and then orange yellow. And that orange yellow area is the area that you should start to take the profit. But believe me, we will go into those blue and green dots. And why? Because that's the amount of months till the halving. So it doesn't have anything to do with cold or warm or excitement. No, it has to do with the amount of months to the halving. And yes, we are now almost there on that light blue area. And that will be higher, in my opinion, than the green area. And of course, the dark blue and red definitely higher. Maybe even all the way up to that gray top line between 100K and 1 million. Now, why does everyone think that Bitcoin had the bear market bottom and going up, and including me? Because every time when we compare the previous runs, we can see the same thing happen. Look here, these beautiful pennants, they work out every time the same. On the bottom, we have this green box, then we break out, and then we get a bull run. You see every time again, over there, you see that green box, and we get a breakout over again. Here again, we had that green box, we are breaking out now. What do you expect? I do expect another beautiful bull run like you see before. Here also on this chart, same chart. You can see the parallel channel to the upside. You can see the tops, you can see the bottoms. The 2015 bottom, you can see the 2018 bottom, you can see the 2022 bottom. If we break out of these structures, we are going to go higher and higher and higher into the next bull run top. Also look at the bottom of the beautiful MFI blue line. If we go to the dotted line, that will be the moment we leave the bear market behind and we go into that bull market. Do we have any more charts? Yes, over here, this one, the Bitcoin daily new coins versus the transaction fees. Yesterday, we had 117 Bitcoin paid in fees. These are huge numbers. You can see in 2017 bull run top, we almost had 1,800 Bitcoins paid in fees. The 2021 top, we had around 450 Bitcoins in fees, and now we already are at 117 Bitcoins paid in fees. Bitcoin is being used, and that's why we pay fees. That's why the miners make money. Beautiful chart. Yes, I've been moving around in the garden, so these charts are all Bitcoin charts. Now we are going to look into some more amazing charts that makes me laugh my ass off, because these are the bank charts. Now, why do I think it's very important for you to hedge your capital into Bitcoin? Because I do believe that the banks have some problems here and there. And yes, this Mr. Jerome Powell, fat idiot, crazy retarded fat guy can tell you whatever he wants. I don't give a fuck about him. And he can tell you, no, the banks are fine. The banks are not fine. The banks are fucked up. And Jerome's also fucked up because he's lying. He's a liar. I don't know how it comes, but all those people in the United States are lying. The president is lying, the SEC is lying, all of them are lying to you. And that's what I'm going to show you now with these charts. Jerome Powell, oh, the banks are fine. Fuck, the banks are fine. Check this over here. The banks are fine. Is the bank fine? This is the First Republic Bank. Is that fine? If Bitcoin would crash 95%, it would be like all over the newspapers, all over the place, like, oh, Bitcoin crashed 95%. Check what the fuck happened to First Republic Bank. Like, this is almost a cartoon, man. It's a 95% crash, 96% crash. The banks are not fine. The banks are not fine, just as they were not fine in 2008 till 2012. Can you see all those bubbles? They all popped. These are all the banks that had a meltdown and went bankrupt, guys. Can you see that big bubble over there? The Washington Mutual Bank, 307 billion. And the Colonial Bank, 25 billion, and the IndyMac Bank, 32 billion. These were the bigger collapse of 2008 to 2012. Now look to the numbers in 2022. The First Republic Bank, 229 billion. Silicon Valley, 209 billion. Signature, 110 billion. These bubbles are even bigger than the bubbles in 2008 to 2012, so you know what to expect next. It starts with a few big banks, and then all the small collapse as well, and they will stack up like they stacked up in 2008 to 2012, but now bigger. Just like the bull run in Bitcoin is going to be bigger, positive, these banks going bankrupt and collapsing is going to be bigger, negative. Very important to understand. And that's why you should be starting to become woke, because in the 1960s, they told us oil is going to be gone in 10 years. It never went gone. In the 70s, they told you another ice age will be there in 10 years. There was never an ice age. In the 80s, they told you acid rain will destroy all crops in 10 years. That also never happened. In the 90s, they told you the ozone layer will be gone in 10 years. That did never happen. And in 2000, they told you the ice caps will be gone in 10 years. Also, that never happened. But all of those events that they told you that would happen, they all led to one thing, and one thing only. They all led to paying more taxes. And that is what they want. They want you to pay more taxes. The whole game of all these government is forcing you to pay more taxes so that they can pay themselves a bigger salary. They're not going to save the country. They're not going to save you. They're going to save their own fucking pockets. That is what they are doing. If you want to save yourself, and if you want to become financially independent and like independent from whatever the governments are deciding, you should save yourself by stepping into Bitcoin, because that is your savior. It's not the governments, it's not the central banks, it's not Jerome Powell, it's not all of those Yellen types that are screaming on the televisions. They will fuck you up. People like me, the Bitcoiners, they are helping you, trying to help you. So save yourself, go into Bitcoin. That was everything for today. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful garden, the beautiful pool, and the beautiful surroundings over here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again, probably from another beautiful place here in Rondon de los Frailes, España. Ole. First 3 hours, 30 pit stop for Teddy eating, drinking. Look, my kids love Adidas flip-flops.
Ik kan ze ook met de vork pakken
Ja.
Barbecue.
Een beetje.
Maar
Looking really
Simba.
Simba komt er heel erg in.
Simba, kom maar.